Hey there, I'm Donna Ashton and welcome to my channel. On this episode, we're going to talk about how to find the right people to sell your online course to. So if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button below. I come out every week with new episodes on how to create and sell your profitable online course to create passive income, a lifestyle freedom business, and how to impact others. So let's dive in here today and talk about how to find the right people. So I think this is one of the issues. Maybe you already have your course or you're creating your course and you're like, great, but once I get done, who do I sell this to? Especially if you're just getting started, you may not have any type of a list or a tribe community. You may have just a small following on social media or maybe none. I know that many of you that I work with are professionals who are just getting this side hustle going. And so you're not out there, with a business per se, you're just getting started with it. So you might just be at the beginning phases of it. So you feel challenged as to how am I going to find people? How am I going to sell 10 courses a month or 15 courses a month or whatever it is that you need to get to your revenue goals. So let's talk about where and how to find some people so that you can make some money and help them. Okay, so one of the great things about launching out a course is, if you do it the right way, is that it will attract and start bringing to you your ideal students or clients. And that's really important because even if you're starting with zero or next to zero when it comes to a tribe, just the act of launching out or doing your first course launch will start to bring those people to you. Now, obviously, it's not an overnight thing that you can go from 0 to 10,000 people, right? We've got to work and we've got to build. But if you have done the math for your course, let's just say you are selling your course for $300 and you want to make $3,000 every month, then I just did easy because my math's not my thing if you guys know me already. So you have to sell 10 courses per month. So let's just say you know that for a fact you need 10 people per month. So that's not a ton of people. And even if you are just getting started, you might be able to shake out 10 people just by doing some of these things here. So, and then as you go, you're going to build your tribe and build your community and add more and more people so that you have a bigger pool to pull from for your course enrollment. So like I said, the act of just doing it and launching it will attract people. And the best way to do that is through educational marketing. And you guys probably see this all the time. You may not realize what it is, but it is people, coaches, doing free webinars, free workshops, Facebook Lives, any of those things where they're getting in front of their ideal people and teaching something that relates directly to their course. It can't be you're talking about cats and you're teaching about how to make money. It has to be directly related. So make sure when you're doing this that it is exactly leading into your course. Even if you're, let's just say, a health coach and you're doing some free trainings about gluten-free, but then your course is about how to build muscles, in your arms, build up those flabby arms. That's close, but maybe somebody who wants to go gluten-free doesn't want to build up their muscles, right? So you need to make sure that your free educational marketing is directly related to what's going to be sold or what's going to be inside of that course. So doing an official launch where you do some Facebook Lives, if you get on Instagram, you do some postings and some maybe a challenge, or do a webinar or a workshop, and you're inviting people from your social media. You are asking other people to invite. People are seeing their friends of friends. You know how it works over there on social media. You're suddenly attracting people who are interested in your topic, and if you can get 100 people to come watch your webinar or your workshop, then you have a really good chance of getting 10 people into your to enrollment. So it's not rocket science here. It's about numbers, but it's also about attracting the right people. So if you have no list and you have no really following, the best place to go out to is social media, because you're probably already on Facebook or Instagram, LinkedIn, one of those places. So use where you already are starting, even if it's just your personal page. Ask some people to share it, to tag it. Do you know other people who maybe have a bigger following who are your ideal clients? So maybe you have a friend who's a health coach, and she does personal training, and you're bringing in your course about gluten-free. So can you get in front of her people? Can she have you come do a Facebook Live for her group? Can you get in front of an audience that's already created? That's one of the best and easiest ways, is to find someone who already has doesn't have to be a huge audience. It could be 500 people, 1,000 people. Somebody already has that audience. If you know someone, or you know someone who knows someone, don't be afraid to use those connections. That's what social media is for. It's going to be one of the fastest ways for you to start getting out there. So those are a couple ways there. Going to Facebook groups where your ideal clients are hanging out. Now you've got to be really mindful and careful here. You don't want to be spamming on other people's groups, but getting to be known in that community as part of that community who is helping people, answering questions. You need to come over there weeks, maybe months before, and really start becoming part of the community before you just start blatantly saying, buy my course, right? You've got to build relationships and get that like, know, and trust. But that's a way to find your people. They're already assembled into a group, maybe called I Want to Go Gluten-Free or something, right? A gluten-free group. And of course, you've got to be mindful of the person. If it's just a group where there's really not anyone promoting anything, then it may be easier. If there is someone who's already promoting that group, they may not want you, promoting something that steps on their toes. But if you can find a health-conscious group that's not totally exactly what you're doing, again, you may be able to come in as people who want to lose weight, and maybe they're thinking about gluten-free, but they don't have to go gluten-free. But you might, be able to talk about your course if they allow that in the group. And so you could get people to opt in to your free webinar, or again, bring them over onto your list so that you can start curating your own tribe. And of course, you can do boosts and Facebook ads as well as Instagram ads to target the right people. And when you're doing that kind of targeting, then there is a way to go on the back end and actually put in gluten-free, health conscious, organic, women between the ages of 35 and 55 in the United States. Or you can really do a lot of targeting behind the scenes. If you want to do some paid ads or some boosts of posts, you can use that targeting to make sure that you're targeting the right people who are the ones that you're looking for to come by your course. You don't just want to put it out to everybody who's on Facebook. If you're just talking about the specific, and hopefully you have a very specific niche and a very specific target, it's going to make it a lot easier for you to find them and them to find you if you have that. So there are some ways to get started finding the right people and selling your course online. If you want more details and want help with how to do all of this, you can check my links below. I've got some resources for you, and I would love to help you walk through really creating a freedom-based lifestyle business with your online course, because it doesn't do anyone any good if that course is just sitting on your computer. You've got to get it out there. You've got to make the impact that you want to make, and also create the lifestyle and the income that you want to create, whether it's for traveling, whether it's for saving for retirement, whether it's for paying off bills, whether it's for replacement income, or whether you just want to create an extra stream of income to have some fun money and to live a more abundant lifestyle. So check the links below for some additional resources if you want to go deeper. But hopefully this gave you a really good starting place on where to find your ideal people to sell your course to online. All right, until next time, I'll see you. Bye-bye.